Well, here we are. We're at the Copart lot to pick up our new car. And this is all they brought me. I thought there was an entire Range Rover that was supposed to come with this, but I guess let's get it on the trailer and see if it starts. All right, I'm just kidding with you guys. We're getting this Sunfire right here. Nervous about this one, ladies and gentlemen. This one has a hydro-locked motor. Flood car. Water got halfway up the door, is what it seems. That dude right there is a good guy. I don't know his name, but he's always real cool. He's always real careful with the cars. Really great guy. Now this car comes with no key, but I want to show y'all something I found in here the other day when I was looking at it. What is this? What is this? Oh, it's the key. Uh-oh. Yep. Someone lost the key in the car, and I found it, so I bought it. And everything comes on the dash, 119,000 miles. Look, turn signals work. Horn kind of works. The windows work. Well, they're stuck to that tape now. Yeah, they're stuck to the tape, but the windows work. The blower works. Radio comes on. So it looks like, hell, let's see if the cigarette lighter works. No, cigarette lighter does not work. You go to crank it. Now, it could just have a really dead battery, but I doubt it. We're going to show you how high the water came in this car. All right, obviously, it came well above here. And if you look over here, you can actually see the water line. The water line is right there. So the water line was like, it was high. It was real high. Have a look at the motor. Then we're going to call a tow truck to come get this bad boy and get it to the house. And let's see if we can unfreeze a hydro-locked motor. All right, so everything under here looks good. I guess this is all bolted back up. There is water in here. It did suck up water, and I'm certain the engine is hydro-locked. So what we're going to do when we get to the house is we're going to pull the coil off of here, this whole coil assembly, take out the 4 spark plugs, and we'll put a booster pack on here. We'll see if maybe we can just use the engine's compression to blow out the water. But if it's actually hydro-locked, that won't work. We'll have to suck out the water, put some Marvel Mystery Oil in it, let it soak a little bit, rock the crank back and forth, and then we'll try it again. So I guess let's get this thing to the house and see if we can get it running. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. We got the car back to the house. Now, I'm going to hook this booster pack up just to let the battery soak up a little juice before we get into messing with it too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the air filter out because it's totally shot anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a Phillips screwdriver and we're just going to take the air box off the car. We'll start by pulling this off. Whew. Oh man, that's a lot of water, guys. That's bad. That's real bad. Yeah, that's not good. Let's take this off and show you what we got in here. Mold. Look at this. Yeah, this thing honestly may be too far gone. It might be. So we'll take the flathead. We will pop this off. And we'll take a 10 millimeter and we'll unbolt this coil. In fact, I'm not even going to screw with it. I'm not worried about this car too much. We'll just move it out of the way like that. How about that? So this is dry. This is your coil pack right here. Looks kind of reminiscent of the Mercedes S600, just smaller. Now we're going to take our socket and extension, and we're probably going to need that second extension too. And the first cylinder that's going to get filled with water is going to be cylinder number 4, because the water is going to come in here, and the first place it's probably going to go, unless this has like a centralized, and I can't see, I'd bet cylinder 4. Oh man.
Yeah, I think that's spark plugs.
We're gonna need a bigger ratchet. Oh man. Had to give this ratchet all she had.
Well, it didn't snap off, so it shouldn't be super corroded.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's got a little water on it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
But not a whole lot. That's a good sign. So there's 1 of 4.
It's definitely a plus that it's not a cast iron block.
Okay, that one is full of water. Without a doubt. So this is number 4, number 3. Now we're hitting number 2. Man, those are in there tight. This one is got some water in it, but it's definitely not like number 3. So number 2 doesn't look too bad. Work our way over here to number 1. Oh, shoot. All right, last spark plug here. No water. Okay.
So 2 out of 4.
So that's a good sign. It looks like 2 cylinders. 1 cylinder has significant water. The other 3 look like they're not so bad. So I'm gonna get in and we're gonna crank this car over and find out if it does anything. Okay, so with the plugs removed, she's still frozen. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get a breaker bar. We're going to go over to the crank pulley and we're going to see if we can get it to budge. We're not going to be forceful with it, but we're going to try to turn it a little bit clockwise and then a little bit counterclockwise and see if we can free it up at all. If not, then we're going to need to soak it with some Marvel Mystery Oil and let it sit till tomorrow. These are hubcaps, Tim. See?
Yeah, I totally forgot about the existence of those stupid things. Useless.
It's got some pretty decent tires on it. Suspension looks to be in really good shape. Like, there's not a leak under this car. Everything here looks really good. So now we got to get to the crank pulley. There's a few 8mm screws we got to take off. So we'll grab the 8mm and proceed to take crap off the car. Okay, so we've got some 7 mils that we need to take off here. And then we should be able to remove the plastic splash shield and expose the crank pulley. All right, so we got us a short breaker bar, which you probably can't see, and a 21 mil. So we're gonna put this on the crank. We're just gonna see if we can get any type of movement. No, she's definitely, yeah, not moving that direction. And doesn't seem to want to move that direction either.
Try the longer one.
We're gonna put just a little bit of pressure behind it and try to motivate it a little bit. Huh. Nothing. She does not want to move. Uh-oh. Maybe it's really broken. All right, I'm about out of options. We tried to get the flywheel cover off to crank it. with a breaker bar, or not a breaker bar, a crowbar, but unfortunately this vehicle does not have a flywheel inspection cover. So we're going to take this big ass extension and bar, and I'm just gonna lay into it, and we're gonna try to crank this baby backwards. God damn. Come on, baby. Yeah, she's moving. Oh, she's stuck again. Yeah, she's frozen again. Let's go forwards with it. Well, she's moving forwards, and then she's stuck. All right, so we broke it loose. We're not out of the woods yet because it keeps hanging up. No, there she goes. We're actually getting rotation out of it, full rotation. And it's stuck right there. There it goes. All right, let's try turning it forward. And it sticks. All right. Now, don't get too excited. I'm telling that to myself because this doesn't mean it's gonna run. We're gonna crank the starter over real quick and see if it'll spin under its own power. And then we can go from there. All right, I got my camera a safe distance out of the way because it's probably gonna shoot all kinds of nasty crap out of the engine. Let's see if we can get her to crank on her own. Well, that didn't sound good.
$40
I told you it's going to be spitting a bunch of junk out of it. Well, at least she's cranking now. Well, it's still hydro-locking because it's got water in it. All right, well, hey, man, even I screw up sometimes. Look, here's the deal. We did break the engine loose. You saw it was cranking over on its own, right? I mean, the thing was spinning, but we kept getting it. It kept locking up. It kept seizing. As it turns out, a couple pieces of the block came off. Apparently, when this thing seized up, it threw a rod. And I bought it expecting that there was a possibility that the engine was blown anyway. So, am I disappointed? Yeah, I was hopeful that this thing was going to run. But it doesn't always work out that way. The damn planes around here. So that's that. You know, that is all in one video. I was going to leave you guys with a cliffhanger, and I guess this is my karma for doing so. What I was going to do is I had a feeling I'd probably be able to get it to crank over. And when we went to turn the key to find out if it started up or not, I was going to end the video and make you guys wait till tomorrow for the next. I was going to be a real douchebag about that. So here's my karma. All right, karmatic retribution right there. It doesn't run, and now we've got chunks of the block hanging out. I was still trying to get it fired up for you guys, man. Tim and I have been out here just trying to get this engine cranked. We didn't care. Rod knocking, rod blowing through the block. We were just going to fire it up so you guys could, you know, experience, you know, blowing a rod or blowing the block apart with us. Unfortunately, she is locked up tight now. So I don't know. What do you guys think? What are some ideas you have to do with this car? Personally, fixing it, not really. Car's not worth it. I'm thinking we could bring out some guns. I'm sure I could break out my 9mm, and I'm sure Mike's got some guns out there. We could, I don't know, run it over with a truck, maybe set it on fire. But, you know, yeah, we could dump the fluids in it, and then we could, I don't know, maybe crush it, maybe burn it, maybe shoot it while it's burning and being crushed. I don't know. What are some ideas that you guys would like to see done with this car on the channel? Hit me up, and I guess we'll go from there. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing to this channel. I appreciate it. By the way, total investment in this car as of right now, it was $390 out the door from Copart, $21 for tags, and $65 for the tow. What does that add up to? Hell, I don't know. $390, $400, $410, $411 for tags, and then about $475. It's a lot of money to just flush down the drain, but it's what it is, man. Poor Mike, he may not be so happy about this. Obviously, it's his money just got flushed down the toilet, right? Sorry, Mike. It'll be fine. He's not going to be too upset about it. We'll get some good content out of this. So comment below what you think we should do. Stay safe out there. Subscribe to this channel, and I'll catch you guys hopefully soon in another one. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Out of here, guys.